All right, you guys, so I'm here with a video I've always wanted to do, but finally got the equipment and the ability to actually do it. And that's that's basically a film breakdown. And what game better not than to break down a couple Super Bowl plays. So I have 10 of them that we're gonna get right into and kind of break down the defense, break down the play design, and then the result, and then why the result happened. All right, y'all, so here's our first play. It's going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker. As you guys can see, they're in 11 personnel, the Seahawks. So you have one tight end right here, running back. Here's the three receivers. They're kind of tight on the splits on the hash. It's going to be a simple run play to try to get outside. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a first level here. You're going to see another man, a bunch of man blocks, and a guard's gonna pull to kind of seal the edge. And everybody else is going to be big on bigs, basically man on man. On the outside, you kind of have a RPO. You kind of have a RPO flat with JSN, and then Kenneth Walker is just gonna take the handoff and go directly outside. Here we go. And the whole goal of this is to seal the edge. But as you guys can see, the left guard next to the center, wrap around, and he has leverage on this 44 guy right here. So on 44, when he comes upfield, he's attacking his outside shoulder to kind of seal him off, and that's when Kenneth Walker does what he does and then breaks a few tackles. And it's a big game. So like I said, what we're gonna get here is we're gonna get a solo block, solo down block almost, a wrap around block, and then we're just gonna get pure man blocks by everybody else. So when he gets the ball here, his eyes went outside. He got caught up a little bit, was able to still bounce it outside and use his speed to do the rest. You guys can see everybody's accounted for in this man blocking scheme. So you have a man, or man, puller, man. So you have a hat for a hat. So it's a pretty good run, especially with the leverage. This is really cool that they ran it to the boundary. So left hash, this is boundary side, this is field side. All right, so the next play is going to be New England on offense. Obviously the 5 linemen, 1 running back, and they have 2 tight ends. Well, they kind of substituted their tight end, I believe, for an extra lineman. So this is going to be the routes right here. So you're going to have an inside release, deep curl route, inside release, deep curl route. And then this man's going to go in motion, and he's running a wheel. So it's only a 2-man route. Typically teams do this when it's a really hard play action. So what you're going to get is man blocks. So all they're doing is focusing on the front line, and if any backers come in. So the whole point of this is is the fake. The whole point of this is to get these backers to creep up. You get them to creep up, it creates more, a better window for the play action and for this curl route. You're gonna see the motion, the hard play action. Drake Mays hitches, steps up, and he's able to find the curl route. So here we're gonna get the end zone view of it again. So we're gonna get the motion, and we're gonna look at these backers. Look at these backers to see if they sold on the play action. So we got them to step up about 2 yards, and that's all you really need, especially in the NFL with the speed of the receivers. The timing is gonna be like that. The timing is gonna be quick. This deep curl coming right behind them. So boom, Drake May steps up, and now look, perfect pass in between 3 guys, the triangle guys, but that's good on, I believe that's Kayshawn. That's a good route by Kayshawn to kind of sit in that pocket right there. All right, so we're gonna stay on the Patriots offense. Here they go, they're in the kind of an I formation. So there's a tight end to the right, a fullback here, running back here, 2 receivers to the left. So this is gonna be a toss play to Henderson. Will Campbell, left tackle, is gonna climb and get here. Because this outside backer blitz kind of helped them. Then you're gonna get a solo block, so they're all gonna step play side because the toss to the left. They're leaving this DN untouched, because the receiver is going to squeeze down and seal him off. So as you guys can see, a lot of the games that they play is all based off of leverage, trying to get leverage, especially when getting to the outside. So here you go. You see the backer blitz, like I said. Boom, right here. You're going to see the receiver down at the bottom of your screen. He's going to seal block. They see toss, so obviously the DN is going to widen out a little bit. He's able to set a perfect position right here. So here we go. He's able to get the toss. Cut it up. End zone view. Again, so what we're going to get, backer blitz, man. These guys should almost 21 or 22 blocks, so 2 on 2. And they're just going to work up. Boom, backer blitz. Will Campbell says, okay, my job is kind of easier. Step play side. So it's an easy block that he has. They were able to get the outside seal. Mac Hollins able to get outside leverage as well. And then it's a pretty good play after that. Able to find the hole. And what's that, a gain of 8 or 9? So that's a really, really good play that they ran. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to go transition Seattle. 2 tight ends on offense. So you're in a 12 personnel, one running back, 2 tight ends, and they're going to run play action. What you're going to get from the coverage is you're going to get a cover 3. So you're going to get a deep third man. Safety is going to be in a deep third. This corner is going to be in a deep third. He's kind of going to take the alley, and I believe this is Spillane. Spillane's going to take an alley as well. So they end up motioning to a 2 tight end kind of off the ball set. So you have 2 tight ends away, and then they're going to motion right back to it. So what we're going to get is we're going to get kind of a motion to over route. We're going to get a hard play action sell. So all the linemen, what they're going to do is they're going to step right foot, right foot, right foot, right foot, right foot, sell the play action. You're going to get a tight end leakage out the backfield. You're going to get a V7. So all it is a corner out by the outside guy. And Cooper Kupp's going to sneak in here and run the over route. You have a Cooper Kupp over, a V7 by JSN with another hard play action. If you guys watch the game, you guys can see how much play action they ran because of the success that Kenneth had running the ball. Like I said, you're going to get a cover 3. So boom, we freeze it right here. You have your deep third, deep third, deep third. You have your curl flat defender, And all he's reading is kind of a high to low. So this is his first read. This would be his second read. This would be his third read. He sees his first read is taken away really quick. So as soon as he got to here, he needed to get rid of the ball. His eyes instantly went from 1 to 2. And the end zone view will be way better. 1 to 2, quickly sets his feet. Throws it to one of the best receivers in the game. It's a really good play. It's a really good play. Motion right back. Hard play action. Backer step up. Safety sees that it's a play action, so he's going with the tight end going across field. Gets here instantly. Look how quick he is to set his feet and make that throw. Because it has to happen quick. It has to happen quick because he's only chipping that end. Boom, 1. Quick flip. Rips it in there, man. That's a great ball. Great play. So we're going to stay on track with the play action with Seattle. So here we go. Kind of the same look that we got, right, with the 2 tight ends off the ball. So what we're going to get is another hard motion. We're going to get a motion into a corner route. Cooper Kupp's going to run a post to clear out. He's going to run the over route. And everybody's going to step play action. Everybody's going to step play action. Actually, I think they play action the other way. Everyone's going to sell play action. No. Play action was play side, because what that does was this backer is going to come up. You're going to see when he motions, this backer shifts over. As soon as he goes in motion, backer steps over, then he sees run, so he steps up and loses track of the tight end. And unfortunately, they were in man, so you're gonna get man. Here we go, let's do this. You're gonna get man, typically man right here, man right here, man right here. He motions, they step down, now it's his responsibility for this tight end. Motions, comes up right here, let's stop it right here. All day they've been gashing him with the run, so he thinks, okay, boom, I'm gonna have him head on. But no, like I said, the power of the run game helps a lot. It opens up the play action. So boom, right here, he doesn't block him. Tight end right here doesn't block him. Releases downfield. Cooper Kupp did a good job getting inside release, so the DB doesn't even see the tight end leaking right out. And as you guys know, this was the dagger in the Super Bowl. This was definitely the dagger. So boom, you have man with a hard play action sell. So what does that do? That brings 51 up, gets lost in the sauce, and you're gonna have a tight end leaking right out the backfield. He realizes it way too late. And fuck. All right, here's another pass. We're gonna go back to Drake Main. I think this is one that he wishes he had back. So they were in a trips condensed set right here. Diggs motions down. So what's gonna happen is Diggs is gonna run the clear out. You're gonna get about 5 yards out from the tight end. You're gonna get this deep 15-yard dig, or I showed you at 10. You're gonna get a deep 15-yard dig. You're gonna get a fade route. You're kind of gonna get check and a sit down right here. Now talking defense, what we're gonna see and what it looks like is still cover 3, another cover 3. So everybody's gonna have a deep thirds. You have a curl flat, and you're gonna have 2 hooks in the middle of the field. So that's all cover 3 is, just 3 deep zones. So boom here. Drake Main, 1, 2, 3, steps up. He has great time in the pocket, underthrows the ball. So what we're gonna talk about right here is, we're gonna pause it right here. So you're getting this cover 3 look. You're giving this cover 3. So you're gonna have him deep. He's taking him man on man. He's taking him man. So instantly, as soon as you see one high safety, you're kind of gonna think man or cover 3, based off of film, the coaches. So you're thinking man or 3. Instantly you see heads, so you're thinking zone. So you're probably thinking cover 3. A cover 3 beater is a dig, especially in between the 2 hooks. So what you're gonna see is this guy's out the way. You should cross off the 2 fade balls, because why? They're running right into the cover 3. You're gonna have this out route. You should cross him off. Why? Because you have a curl flat defender. So you're only really looking at one route, and that's gonna be the 15-yard dig. You're gonna have the back out the backfield kind of sit right here. So what that does is this brings the defender up. This brings the linebacker so he can 1, 2, 3 hitch, and the ball is gonna be right there. So we're gonna kind of go through it again. So boom, fade route in cover 3. Gotta cross that off. Fade route in cover 3, cross it off. Out route in cover 3, cross it off. Curl flat defender. So all you should be reading is right here. You still have to 1, 2, 3. Make sure this safety's going deep. But yes, but really what you're doing is you're high-lowing this defender. And as you guys can see, he sees Stevenson leak out. He's going to step up, and the ball should be delivered right here. He's ready to throw the ball should be delivered. Steps up, feet getting a little wobbly. Feels pressure a little bit. Underthrows the ball. Here we go. Pass rush is there. Keep in mind, he's been getting pressured all game because he's been getting sacked and rushed. But I believe he's still able to make this throw right here. He has his feet under him. His feet are kind of messy because he's drifting away. Doesn't put everything in the ball. It's a big play that can be completed. Just to the left because of pressure. Boom. So there's a lot of plays that I've seen in the Super Bowl and by watching film that A lot of them were just like this, where he had the reads. He just either A, missed the throw or was a second late on a lot of the reads. So here we go. We're going to talk offense first. They're going to be in 11 personnel or 12 personnel. One tight end here, one tight end here, one running back, two tight ends, 12 personnel. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to make this look like a hard run. So what you're going to see is a puller from the guard, wrap around. Kenneth's going to fake handoff, kind of go into the flat. So you're going to get a big boy post right here. You're going to get an over route. Typically what they would do is they would high-low the deep safety. So inside, this guy's going to look inside to sell the block and then leak out. He's going to run an OTB, post, over. Read like an OTB, play action, flat out the backfield, step in, look for a run block, and then leak out. So what they really want to do, they want to high-low this man right here. Defensively, they went man. So what happens was, late pre-snap, they do this. They man up. He comes down, plays on this tight end. He rovers over the middle. So it's kind of like a cover one, and the two safeties switch. Pre-snap, it's kind of to mess up Sam Darnold. He comes down, he flies back, they're in man. You see the safeties move over. Safeties are moving over. And you see this corner kind of alerting to him, like passing him off. So he's passing him off. Does he ever get there? No, he's just seeing big boy post. Oh, I better not allow that. Hard play action in the backfield. Look at the backer scoot up. Hard play action. So what he's going to do, 1, 2, 3, hitch up and put that thing in the air. This is a great play by Christian Gonzalez. Great play. He definitely balled out in this Super Bowl. Now let's look at this over route. Let's see what would happen if he would have been patient for a little bit, because he has time. He's looking at the safety, looking at the corner, saying, okay, he's probably going to split by them. But he should have looked right here at this safety. You can only imagine what the play would have hit for if JSN was the read, because that's where the ball should have went. Good player or not, good time to take a shot or not, I believe that's where the ball should have went. Right there to JSN. Play action, 1, 2, 3, hitch up, hit the over out. Hell of a play on the ball. Okay, so we got through a couple plays, which was really fun. This is my first time doing like a film breakdown review, and I'm gonna edit this now and see how I can make this better for you guys and for players to understand it, even players that are in high school to college to anywhere, to kind of understand the breakdown of a film almost, and knowing the coverages and the play as well. I'm sorry if I didn't go as in depth. When I do more, I will try to go more in depth to talking about over and under fronts. Next thing I want to do is player based. So whether we talk about the run game with Jahmyr Gibbs or we talk about passing game with Shedeur Sanders, I think this is going to be a really good addition to the channel, because this is ultimately what I wanted to do, is to kind of show football, coach football, and just watch it with you guys and just bring back the love for the football and the chess matches that are in them. But that's going to be it. I'm going to see y'all. Appreciate it. This one was by far the funnest video to record, and I hope y'all fuck with it too.